Greetings, travelers! After a week-long delay, we have a brand new report on the Wild Meta to bring you up to speed. The latest balance patch has done wonders for revitalizing the Wild metagame. As a recap, here are the most relevant changes. Floop's Glorious Gloop now refreshes mana crystals, eliminating Fruit Druid from the latest snapshot. Snowfall Graveyard is now 5 mana, making our experts drop Mine Rogue as well. Time Winder Zarimi now requires 8 dragons summoned to trigger its effect, up from 5. Treasure Distributor now gains attack whenever a friendly pirate is summoned, making it scale even more quickly in aggressive pirate decks. And finally, Time Warp, Quest Mage's Reward, is now a once per game effect. The changes have both sped up the format and slowed it down. On the aggressive side, decks have become even more explosive thanks to the Treasure Distributor change. On the reactive side, decks have begun focusing on greed. Most decks are lacking in inevitability now that decks like Mine Rogue and Quest Mage have mostly disappeared, making value-focused game plans much more appealing. Reno decks have skyrocketed in play, taking up over 25% of the meta across all ranks. How does this affect our tier list? Viewers might be expecting Reno Jackson to dominate the metagame, but no Highlander decks can be found in tier 1. Valera has taken over instead. 4 rogue decks have made their power known. At the top are Garrote Rogue and Pirate Rogue. These decks are extremely similar, differing only in the package supplemented by pirates. Both have benefited from the buff to Treasure Distributor. Each has their pros and cons, but both showcase a high power level in our experts' eyes. Splitting the 4 rogue decks in tier 1 is Even Paladin. Even Paladin was one of the strongest decks to come out of the latest balance patch unscathed, so seeing it placed so high shouldn't come as a surprise to viewers. It's still one of the best choices for ladder climbing, even if it does lose some strength at higher ranks. The final 2 rogue decks are slightly different strategies. Miracle Rogue is a familiar face to most, dominating the early metagame despite its best matchup in Quest Mage all but disappearing. Players have been split between minion heavy and low Theb bounce lists. Check out our Miracle Rogue write-up to see which version we recommend for the current meta. The final rogue deck featured in tier 1 is Kingsbane Rogue. Highlander decks have presented a need for a dominant late game deck, and Kingsbane Rogue has answered the bell. The deck has also done a respectable job at keeping up with other top decks like Even Paladin, making it an easy tier 1 inclusion. Had we released the meta snapshot last week, the latest developments would end here. Rexar had something to say about that though. A brand new hunter deck, Egg Hunter, has made its debut in Wild. The archetype first caught our attention when a list reached rank 1 legend in Asia on the first day of the month. The idea is simple. Summon Mystery Egg, then trigger its death rattle to make a board of Maknathal Lions and Princess Huhurans. Lions clear the enemy board, and Huhuran provides a board to present a counter threat. It's one of the hottest strategies of the past week, and for good reason. Want to check out Egg Hunter and other exciting archetypes that Wild has to offer? Our full meta snapshot at tempostorm.com provides dozens of decks for you to choose from. We provide in-depth breakdowns of each deck so you can pick them up and play like a pro. As always, thanks for watching.